Hello everybody! Tony here, and welcome back to more videos here on YouTube and bringing you more TTBurger game reviews, TTBurger Remastered game reviews, and more. And today we have another remastered game review. This will be the last remastered game review for a while after we go back to regular game reviews. And we'll bring more remastered game reviews in the future, so just saying there, the remastered third channel is not coming to an end. This is the last one for a while. This is episode 4 of my remastered game reviews, part 1 of 1. And today we have another Namco game here, and this is an on-rail shooter. Now, those of you who played video games know what on-rail shooters are. You just mash the fire button, just shoot the enemies, and just do that for the game until you get far, you get the high score, or until you beat the game. And of course, we already mentioned Time Crisis, which was a light gun game, but some call it an on-rail game, and all that stuff and everything. Of course, you got them Elemental Gearbolt and Sound Scope and all of them, but today I want to talk about one that was made by Namco, first released in the arcade in 1991, then came to the PlayStation, 3DO, and Sega CD. And this game we have here is a rare game. Finding a game these days on Amazon or so, or eBay, would range for more than $100, maybe even more than that and stuff too. So if you can find the game, try to find it, because it is a rare game and it's definitely on your collection. And the game we're talking about, we got it right here. This is Starblade Alpha. First called Starblade in the arcades, then it made it called Starblade Alpha, like I said, released in 1991. For the arcade, the PlayStation, the 3DO, and the Sega CD, we were going to look at the PlayStation version, because it's the only version I own. Now let's get started here as we prepare for Operation Starblade. Now, I really enjoyed Starblade Alpha a lot. I mean, I enjoyed this game so much. It was cutting edge when it came out, with a lot of fun factor to this day, and it's a very enjoyable game. However, there are some problems I have with it, like there not being much replay value and the game being short, and the pace of the game can be slow and stuff. But that's okay because the game is still fucking awesome. Like an awesome cheeseburger that's very rare, and you find it at this rare restaurant they don't really know much about, and you get it and you bring it home to eat it and you enjoy it, and that's what you get there. This awesome, rare, tasty cheeseburger that's definitely 2 thumbs up, 5-star rating, whatever you want to call it, and more. And yeah. But the PlayStation 2 version here has 2 modes of play. We have the original arcade mode and the textured mode. The original arcade mode is a simple port of the arcade version with the same polygonal graphics and more, except for the fact that it has a slower frame rate. And the textured mode is the exclusive mode to the PlayStation and the 3DO versions, which has an updated, more detailed graphics with a higher difficulty. Both are fun. If you want the arcade fun, play the original arcade mode. If you want a higher difficulty with better graphics and textures and stuff, play the textured mode. And that's what I gotta say. But let's get started here. The story is short and simple. It takes place in the year X of the Milky Way Galactic Federation. A huge object has appeared near Federation planets. The object is a large mechanicalized planet called Red Eye, which was sent by an unknown known planet called the Empire. Faced with the biggest crisis in the Galactic Federation history, the Federation Space Forces put together Operation Starblade, a team formed by 5 Geosword spaceships. Their object is simple. Destroy the power source of Red Eye called the Octopus that contains power stones of unlimited energy, and that's where the story begins. It's short and simple, it does its job for an arcade game, and it gets the job done for sure. Now let's continue. For the presentation, the game has great graphics for its time for both modes. Sure, the textured mode has better graphics, but the arcade polygonal graphics still have its charm to them. I mean, like, when you look at the polygon are gonna look like for the original arcade version still looks badass to this day, because hell, it showed what games were like and how like everything was polygonal, and just that it's a charm that is drilled into your brain. It's like having that charming rare cheeseburger that you get. It's a memory that you never forget about. And just the polygonal look still looks badass to this day, and even the textured mode has great graphics too. Sure, the frame rate is slow and it can hitch up at times where it can slow down even more, but the graphics overall are not bad. That's what I'm gonna say there. For sound, I gotta say this. There's not much music, just background sound effects that add a realistic feel to it, and it does work really well. And like the soundtrack is good. I give props to Namco here. Credit goes to them for making great music and sound effects here for this game. So just saying that there. And the voice acting is decent. There's not really much voice acting, but it's decent. It's not bad, not good. It gets the point across, so that's what it is. For the gameplay of Starblade Alpha, it's a fun game, but it is short, lacking in replay value and stuff like that after a while. Like I mentioned, this is an on-rail shooter where your goal is simple. destroy the enemies, destroy Red Eye, and more. Basically, you just shoot, 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 move the crosshair, shoot some more, and do the same thing over and over again. It's simple, mindless fun, and that's what it is. This game will take you about 20 minutes to beat, and then you can play the texture mode and add challenge to it and play again, and then there you go, there's not much else after that. Which I understand, because this was a game, this was a port of an arcade game, this was a launch title for the PlayStation and stuff like that, so I guess it's understandable there, so I'm just saying there. And like the challenge factor is big. It makes you want to keep playing it until you reach the end. You die, you get 3 credits, and then you're sent back to the beginning. But you can keep playing it over and over until you master it and stuff. And of course, like it just that adds the fun. It's like, oh my god, gotta beat the score, gotta beat the score, gotta beat it good. And then you beat the game, and it's just a big challenge factor for sure. And it's a fun game overall and stuff because of how effective and impactful it is and stuff. But now I gotta get to the bads here. Like I mentioned, this is a short game, and you can beat both modes together in about 40 minutes or under an hour or so. And especially since this game is very rare these days, there's not much to it there. Because I can understand it's an arcade game, so it's understandable for its time because there was challenge to keep wanting to keep building your score, but it's a short game and stuff. The frame rate is slow. I mean, like, it's very slow. Even when the actions get very hot, the frame rate gets even slower, dropping to single digits like that. And there's not much after you beat the game both times, but still, you're always gonna go back to affect that high score of yours, and that's what it was. It's just simple, mindless fun, and Namco did a great job here. And if it weren't for games like this, then I'm sure it wouldn't be as popular and stuff like that. And of course, like I mentioned, this will be in my Tekken 5 review. This was the game that you played at the beginning and stuff like that, called Starblade. Of course, it's the PlayStation version here. Of course, it's got like the graphics and like that. So that's what I say there. So aside from that, though, there's not much else I can say. I mean, Starblade Alpha is a fantastic game. Sure, it may not have much replay value to it and stuff, where you can't go back to it like multiple times, like 50 times in a row, like that, and it's short and stuff like that. But still, like, it is a fun game, definitely, and it's definitely worth owning in your collection of Anima shooters and PlayStation games, especially in the long box version, sure. Due to the complaints I have with Starblade Alpha, actually, to tell you the truth, I'm not taking any points off at all. I'm giving this a perfect 10 out of 10. Perfect as that rare charmed cheeseburger you get at that rare restaurant that you always remember the place in your heart, and just, it's definitely a fantastic game overall, and it's definitely worth owning your collection for sure. And that's it for this episode of TTBurger Remastered Game Reviews. I know this was kind of short here, but just that this was a short game and stuff like that. But be on the lookout, there's going to be more videos coming in the future. If you'd like to see or subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United. I'm always looking for more people to join. Links in the description below, and I won't wait for 24 hours, so click on it while you can. Which all I gotta say is Tony. Peace and out. Have a great day, and stay tuned because the next video will be a regular episode of TTBurger Game Reviews, and it'll be a multi-part. So be on the lookout for that. That's all I gotta say. Peace out, everyone.